Hey, Dr. O'Donnell. I'm on my third try of trying to make my TED Talk safe space video for the ACE questions. So, what I wanted to start out with was being able to welcome classroom environment will be it'll go a long way in making a child feel safe and comfortable in the classroom. This allows for students to feel welcome and may be more likely to open up the problems that they may be facing at home. ACEs can be several different factors that cause the traumatic experience. For this example in general, it's going to be a single parent household, so it's a single mom who is raising a boy who the dad is no longer in the picture due to alcohol abuse as well as abuse on the mom and the kid. So some things that you have to consider in this situation is that the student may have a hard time trusting adult males that come into his life. So you have to work hard, especially right away, with building trust with that student and making that child feel safe around you. He may also think in some ways he may want to give them reasons for him to trust you because they want, sometimes those students are going to want to try to find a male that's a positive figure for them, and they are, looking for someone that will be able to fill that role for them. So sometimes with students such as this, there may be a lack of respect shown to others, as well as there may be more discipline issues because there's not as used to getting as much trouble at home. So a lot of times, I know as far as me being a father and stuff like that, I have to be the one that's a little bit more stern and to deal with the discipline problems than my wife is, although we both have to do that. But it's always nice to have another parent that comes in and reassures and makes sure that the parents are doing, or the kids are doing, what they're supposed to be doing. So the student may be a little bit more defined as far as the classwork and motivation to do their classwork when in the classroom may be a problem. One thing that we can do that can make the child feel more safe is that the child is, sitting in the back of the room. So they would be sitting in the corner against the wall. So that's going to create that safe space around them to where they feel like they can see everything that's happening in the classroom. And that'll give them a sense of safety, that knowing that there's nothing that's behind them, that they can get to see everything out in front. Another way that we can make the child feel safe is by us having a mentor for that child. So making sure that we've got somebody that, it could be a previous teacher, it could be a counselor, or someone else that they've had positive interactions with at the school that make that child feel safe and comfortable, no matter, they can go and see them sometime during the day to just reassure them and make sure that they feel safe. So way that they are able to have someone that they feel safe with when they have times of dysregulation and higher anxiety levels, it is a great way for us to be able to, if there is a problem and they are starting to have some trouble, they are able to go and to see that mentor that they feel safe around. So some ways that we can make the child feel safe is to have constant communication with the parent and try to get as much information to help us with the child to feel safe when they're with us at school. We should get to know them, what they like and dislike, and that will help us to be more prepared to not cause any kind of triggers that may cause some outburst behaviors and stuff like that, and also be able to know what they like so we can reward them whenever they are doing their work or doing whatever they were supposed to be doing. So having that constant communication with the parents helps us to stay up to date with how life is going outside of school as well, and if there's something that we need to be made aware of. So there may be certain times in that child's life where they may be getting to be back around that parent, or there may just be some different things that are going on. It's always nice to have that constant communication with the parent that is there to know exactly what is going on. That way we can try to help that child the best we can to be successful at school and to make them feel safe. we can also offer the services that the parents may not be able to afford, such as using the school psychologist will be something that is affordable for that parent versus them having to go out and afford that on their own. Being set up for this allows for the opportunity for us to have a positive environment that is welcoming to the student. From our first interaction, the communication ahead of time allows us to get to know our students before they ever set foot in our classroom and can make a lasting impression on that child when they first enter the classroom. So being able to have our entire environment set up to where we know that this is something that they're going to feel safe around, that is going to be what's most important for us to be able to do. This will allow for a much safer and positive overall learning environment for everyone in the classroom if we are more prepared to deal with situations that occur. So not only for just our trauma students that we've got, but just in general, the more that we know about our students before they ever step foot in there, that is going to allow us to have the best rate of success for a positive classroom environment. So teachers are the second most important adults in their life, and according to what the trauma experience may be, we may be the only positive one that they have in their life. So it is our job as educators to learn as much as we can to create that safe space environment that students are, feeling warm and welcome and ready to learn as soon as they walk in there, and they are able to forget about whatever the outside situation is. We are able to block that out, and they are able to see a positive learning environment at school, and we can help them be successful. Thank you. I've enjoyed your class, and I apologize for me having to ramble on just a little bit, but anyways, have a great summer.